And they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
Green 80!
Show up,
Up. Listen.
Hayward.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Good job right there.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. 3 bucks. Hey, look.
19.
Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Now it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Who there? Go, Mike.
19.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get ready. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 45 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
45 to Mike. Come on, go, Echo. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mike, 45 Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies...
Guys, 4 down, 4 down. Right left, right left.
Check Mike 45. Pick it up, guys.
Green 8, cut. Cut.
On second down now, it's Carson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Carson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good job right there.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Check 4, check 4.
Check, check, check.
Green 8, cut.
Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
45, 45. Mike 45. I got it. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Get up. 8, read.
Check 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
132 fighter. Rock it.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we're pretty quiet.
X3. 218, chop.
Hey, check 24. Mike 24. Watch out. Watch the ship.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones's rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy. Hey, team 6, team 6. Fair, fair.
Let's see. Alert flare, flare.
Gone. Ready, ready.
Now a first down throw for Young. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Henry running right. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Come on,
and it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Check Mike 54. Hey, Sam off.
What we got? Check 31, check 31. Check. Watch 20.
First and 10, Young. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the 22, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Carson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hold up. 45. Mike. Do your job. Bang. Gun.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
25.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now it's Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to...
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check.
That's big shot. 45's the mic.
There's Wilson to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Young. Buying time to his left. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. 54.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Ready.
4, Mike, 5, 4.
Look. Squeeze.
You got nothing left. You got nothing.
Leo.
Slam. Check.
Go.
First down, Young. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's checking. Crash. Check. Watch twitch.
Door out. Look at me. Door.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shoot.
Protein spell.
Switch. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey, rock it. Rock, hit it.
This is Jones. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Shit. Check safety.
General West. Cut.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
It's Young on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6 as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Got to do better. Come on, QB. Go. 45's the mic.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Green 80! Move the team!
Watch his flat! Watch his flat! Ball trot!
Play action. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Let's get it!
Ready! 8 read.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Let's go, defense.
Hey, exit.
Man up, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Rock it.
Slam.
From the 30 on second down, Young. And this is caught by Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let him know. Check it.
22 jet bomber. Right. Now.
Young on first down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scott Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the Bucs 44-yard line.
280. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's 3rd and 11.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. They run it with Carson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. 45.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Go.
Pick it up. Mike's 50.
Third and short yardage. Young letting one go deep for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Three buzz.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.